Well, welcome to the follow-up after show, kind of our web extra for the viewers who saw the big show. We have a lot more to talk about. We had a very important subject with three special guests: Audra Davis, President and CEO of the United Way of Saginaw County; Mary Ellen Johnson, President and CEO of the Youth Protection Council, Saginaw County; Jill Hogenson, President and CEO of the Child and Family Services, Saginaw County. They were on the big show doing important work, but they've got a few more things to talk about. I'm going to go back to the United Way. Can you talk just a little bit how the United Way works and sort of collaborates with organizations like this?
Yes, so we're a funding agent. We do direct support in some areas of our work, but we're an umbrella agency, really a fundraising agency to provide financial support to eligible nonprofits in our community that really align with our goals. United Way's goal is to create a more thriving community by addressing and overcoming obstacles to financial instability. And so we use the ALICE report for that. We use community impact studies for that. And we seek the work of our nonprofit partners and their impact and their good works. And we have community investment, a community investment team, if you will, that a group of volunteers that read and score grant applications every 2 years, and they score them and select based on the submitted applications those that they feel are directly aligning with our goals for that time period. And of course, it's all about collective impact.
Sure.
And the tremendous amount of work that is taking place in our community. Our last annual report, we reported 68,000 individuals in Saginaw County impacted by the very healthy and good works of our community partners and the direct programming that United Way provided. That is, over half of our community residents receiving services and support through the good works of our funded partners. And to me, that is where United Way really has its value. So often donors will say, well, if I give to you, but I'm passionate about X, Y, and Z, donors can do that too when they give to United Way. They can give to United Way and they can designate their donations. They can divide their donations. They can just give to us and trust that our impact work is speaking for itself. But we provide them a multitude of ways to give and support the good work in the community.
Right, and it's cliche to say we're all in this together, but that is really true, right, Mary Ellen? I mean, you rely on United Way, a lot of sources, a lot of different funding, but without sort of United Way helping push along, you guys would struggle even more, right?
United Way allows us to bring in $450,000 a year to keep our shelter doors open. They are our only source of non-federal match. And so it's collective impact regionally. Nobody else, for the money that you give to United Way, my agency alone, I'm bringing in $450,000 of federal money that I could not bring in without United Way. And then when you look at all of the other United Way funded programs, you're magnifying that easily 10 times over. So it is, it's a very effective way to maximize dollars and impact locally and regionally good work that's being done.
And Jill, aside from United Way and the other funding, you want to talk a little bit about the HOPE Fund and its impact. Tell us about that.
I would love to. I will say United Way's support of our agency also has not only been historic, but is definitely instrumental in us being in our sexual assault center offering absolutely free services to any victim of sexual assault and their families, which is huge. That's just one other thing that they don't have to think about when they're in the middle of that trauma, is how to financially get the help that they need. And so a large part of that is through United Way. Child and Family Services tries very much to be able to be accessible not only to those that have the private insurance to be able to seek out the help that they need, but those that struggle. And one of the ways that we do that, we have a sliding fee scale, that's one way, and then we have our HOPE Counseling Fund, which was established in about 2013, and that was born out of a need we would be servicing clients, and our therapists then would come to us and say that this client they've lost their insurance or they've lost their job, and to then not be able to receive the extended counseling that they needed because of that, we developed this fund. And so originally that's how it worked for those clients that were within the office and needed that extra financial support. But we have, within the last year, been able to reach out and provide some more support to our United Way clients that come to us. We've been working with the Barb Smith Suicide Resource Network, and we have allowed her a number of clients to come in and given them sessions free of charge, and with the Saginaw City Police and those clients that they're aware of, maybe that have been victims of violence or had a homicide. And so we've been trying to be as creative as possible, because our mission is building better lives. And so that's not just within our walls, but within our community that we serve. So
We all three are doing great work. It's a heavy lift. There's a lot on your plate, and we hope that tonight's program and the after show will further inspire and encourage more of our viewers to get involved, because I think you're literally saving lives and you're saving families. So
Thank you.
thanks for the work that you do.
Thanks for having us.
thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on The Follow-Up.